boys and girls. Today's learning target is I can write a story with a beginning, a middle, and an end. Bye, Frumps. A beginning, middle, and an end. So we're going to be practicing writing stories that are part twos to other stories. The fancy word for when a story is part two and comes after another story is sequel. So a sequel is the second story in a series. It comes after another one. This week, you're going to watch a video of one of my favorite stories, Stregonona. After you watch Stregonona, you're going to think, okay, if I had to write another Stregonona story, a part two or a sequel to this one, what would happen? As some of you might know, that the author who wrote Stregonona actually has written many books in the series, but in this case, you're going to imagine your own what would happen next story, your own part two or sequel. When you do this, the first step is going to be getting a story idea. Think about what kind of problems these characters might face. Maybe the troublemaker character, Big Anthony, he's going to get into some kind of new situation that you make up. Then think about what happens in the middle. How does the problem get bad? What else happens? Things like that. At the end, you can write about how the problem gets solved. Okay, so you've got your idea, you're planning your beginning, middle, and end, and then you're ready to write your story. I would challenge you to aim for maybe half a page typed, which is a lot. If you have a bit less, that's okay too. But you have until next Tuesday to work on this story. So take your time, give it your all. I'm really excited to see what kind of story ideas you come up with. Let's take a look at the Google Doc you're going to use to do your work so that when you see it, you'll know what to do. Okay. Here's the Google Doc you're going to use to write your sequel to Stregonona. I put the learning target at the top to remind you that you're writing a story with a beginning, a middle, and an end. You can use this chart to plan your story. In this column, you'll think about what happens in the beginning. This is where you introduce the characters to your reader and set up what the problem is. In the middle of your story, list some ideas for what the characters might do about the problem. Just like in the first Stregonona story that you watched the video for today, the characters try to solve the problem in a couple different ways that maybe don't work before they finally find a solution that does solve the problem. In the end, the last column, jot down some notes about how your characters are actually going to solve their problem. When you do this chart, you don't have to write your ideas in complete sentences. This is just a place for you to make your plan. So you might use this button to make a list of ideas. Or maybe you just want to type your ideas here. Ideas, go here. And then you might type another idea on your list. Stuff like that. Obviously, your ideas are going to be real ideas, not little examples like that. Down here is where you're going to start typing your story. Remember to use complete sentences and tell the ideas you put in the chart, but make them sound like a story. We'll look at this during one of our meetings to get ideas about maybe remind you about capitals and periods, or, ooh, this spot was really exciting, let's put some more details there. But that can all come later. For today, your job is to plan your story and start writing your story. That's all for now. Have fun writing Stregonona Part 2 or Stregonona the Sequel, and I will see you in the next video.